Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Meggers, and we're gonna play some Farm Sim. So right now I'm just doing some canola contracts. Let's see. Okay, so I just disconnected the trailer that has the header on it. Let's go ahead and connect the header. Perfect. Back it on up so we can get out of here. Hope I don't hit that pole. I don't know. Oh, and that's exactly what I didn't want to do, was hit the pole. Whee! Scarlett, can you not? Scarlett! Babe, hi! Sorry, she's trying to play with her bag. Okay, let's unfold. Let's lower this bad boy down. Let's turn on our steering assist. We're totally not lined up with the edge of the field. So let's fix that. I love how tight these can turn just because they're rear wheel steering. Say that 5 times fast. All right. Turn it on. And we're off. I think that's it. Let me see. Don't think we missed anything else. No, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go get that trailer and bring it over to the next field that we need to do. Oh yeah, I gotta dump this into the tractor too. But we're not full yet, so we could just keep going. Because I think there's only one sell point. Yeah, there's only one sale point for all of these contracts. So I'm just trying to wind up with that trailer, which is really hard in the dark. Not gonna lie. This thing is super particular to line up the trailer hitch to get it to attach to the trailer. There it goes. Pull up behind here. And then I can turn on the follow me mod. So now it's going to follow automatically. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm going to hit that sign. Yep, there goes the sign. So sorry, sign. Yeah, this is the field that we need. Cool. All right, so I'm going to ditch that trailer. Perfect. Okay, now I don't remember where I left the trailer. It doesn't help that it is super dark out here. I think the trailer's up this way. goes. Okay, perfect. Now, I need to get connected to that trailer, which is going to be a pain in the arse. Because it's super particular. If you're not spot on, it will not. I did it the first try this time. Oh my goodness gracious. That was awesome. Okay. Let's go find our truck, which is down yonder. Now I'm going to go ahead and empty the harvester because why not? So we're going to just stop right here. I'm going to put the auger out. Then I'm going to get my truck, which is actually a tractor with a trailer, but we're calling it a truck. All right, we're going to come around, bring it around town. And then we're going to pull underneath it so we can... How far? Oh, I'm really... Okay, I'm way too close, that's why. Back up. Usually I'm really good at this, and today I was not. It's okay, I'm just too close. Ooh, this is getting pretty full. But the last field is near the sell point, so that's okay. That it'll be all right. So let's get in front of the truck now. I always put the slower vehicle in front because I just think that makes it easier to keep up with everything. Why are you not following? Oh, maybe this needs to go further forward. Yeah, will it follow? There it goes. Now it will follow. Okay. Let's go. So we need to go this way. Let's go. On the road again. Now we need to go this way. What the frick? I think the trailer like turned as much as it could turn, or I'm hitting something because I'm stuck. Oh, my auger's still out. I was driving that whole time with the auger out? Good lord. Why? Why? Oh yeah, now I'm stuck because of the trailer. Okay, let's just do this. I'll just go forward. Find a different place to turn left. It's fine. Okay, let's turn left here. Here we go. Oh, our truck's not following us anymore. Okay, hold on. Let me get to this turn here. Because then, well, actually, yeah, we're at the field that we need right here, so. Pull into here. Let's go get our truck back. Let's Please start the engine first. Shut down and everything. They were like, nope, we're stuck. Goodbye. I apologize, truck. That was my bad. That was my poor driving. I apologize. Because I forgot to put the auger back in. Okay. Here we are. Go ahead and just go right there. All right, so now we're in here. We're going to disconnect that trailer. Swing around here. I'm going to hit that tree. Yep, going to hit the tree. Still hitting the tree. Come on. Can I connect? Oh, thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good grief. Oh. Okay, we did it. We did it. And that's it. You're done harvesting. So let's put the auger out. Let's get the tractor. For anyone who doesn't know and doesn't care, Scarlet is the Meggers and the in cat of Meggers and Cat. And she has the zoomies right now. So she's a long-haired calico. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old. So she was actually too young to leave mama. The reason why I got her was I had a coworker who had lots of cats. He lived with his parents and they had lots of cats, and a couple of the cats were pregnant. And he said he didn't know what he was going to do with all the kittens. He was afraid that if he took them to shelters, they were going to get put down because there were so many of them, yada yada. Well, so I was like, well, I'll happily take one. So I got the quote unquote ugly one of the litter. And she's actually not ugly, she's gorgeous. But he considered her ugly because she had this weird like orange splotch in the middle of her face. But I think she was beautiful, and she's my baby girl, and I love her. She's a little squirrely because I got her when she was too young, and because my apartment only allowed one cat, she grew up by herself, like no other cats around. So she did not learn certain social skills that she needed to learn. I'm not going to go into details, but also my ex that I was living with at the time was not particularly great with animals. And I didn't know that at the time. So yeah, she's a little squirrely, but she's my baby. I love her. And it just goes to show too that animals can absolutely learn to trust again. She beat up my husband for the first 6 months that we were living together, and he allowed it. He would purposely go over there and like try to pet her and stuff. And for 6 months, she just like beat the snot out of him, and he just kept coming back for more. And eventually, one day, he was just like, "You're gonna love me." And he walked up to her and he just put his face to her. Did not try to touch her with his hands. He just put his face to her, and then she loved him after that. She like sniffed him and rubbed on him, and now they're best buds. She sleeps by his feet every night. She snuggles with him. She absolutely loves my husband. Whereas before, like, if you were not me, you were not touching her. And now that we live in a house, before we got my sister's cat, she would let complete strangers she's never met before come up and like pet her and stuff, whereas she was never like that before. Now she lives strictly upstairs, and the boys get downstairs because the boys kept chasing her and picking on her, and she just does not like other cats. No matter how hard we have tried to create like a positive association and stuff, it never worked. And so we installed a gate, and she stays upstairs, the boys stay downstairs, and everyone is happier for it. She was basically like staying upstairs anyway because of the boys, so us installing the gate really was just to keep the boys away from me, and she is so much happier for it. Woohoo! We're done with those contracts. Now, let's go turn them in. Collect, collect, collect. And where does that put us? We're at 10,000. I think that's enough to harvest. So let's go ahead and go home and sleep. So our sorghum will be worth the most on the 3rd day of September. So let's go forward to the 3rd day, and then we can harvest and sell it all on the same day. Perfect. And it's raining. Great. So that means we can't harvest right away. Awesome. Is there a way to see? Oh, yeah. Here. Okay, so it's supposed to stop raining at noon. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and get the harvester and get like ready. I keep clicking the wrong flipping buttons. Go here. Now this is the cheapest harvester. It costs us $5,000 to lease it. Great. Great. Alright, and we need the header that goes with it. Unless there's a cheaper header. Is there a cheaper header? I don't, but will it work? Green header. No, that is the cheapest one. Okay. Okay, so we're going to lease that. You know, a problem too is that we're going to need the trailer to pull the header so that we don't hit stuff. I wanted accommodations. So we're going to need to lease that too. Okay. And then we need a trailer or a pickup truck or something so that we can deliver our thingy-majigger. So we can deliver our load. I guess this is going to be... Are we able to... Yeah, that's what we need. Man. That just wiped us out. So we're going to have to do it once we harvest. We're going to probably have to do another contract because we're going to need to... You know what? It was stupid to do that truck. We should have just done a tractor because we're going to have to get a tractor for the cedar anyway. So that was dumb. But whatever. Too late now. We already paid the money, so even if I return it, I'm not going to get the money back for it. Grr. Now that is a problem that it's raining because that's going to decrease our yield. So we have to wait for it to stop raining, and it's not supposed to stop raining until noon. So since we only have $904, we probably should just do another contract while we're waiting for the rain to stop. So let's go ahead and drive this stuff over to the field. And we can just leave it on the field. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Yeah. So we'll leave this like this. Since we can't do anything right now, let's go ahead and do another contract. What do we have available? We got some cultivating. They're nice, easy contracts. What equipment do we want to use? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we'll use the equipment from this one since this is the big one. Borrow items. And then accept. And accept. Perfect. So our first contract. Right here. Hey. This map's a little harder because these are really like tiny compacted fields. Like they're right up against streets, they're right up against each other. Like when you're doing a contract, it's not that big of a deal because you're not going to affect the other field, even though it gives you that warning and it yells at you. It doesn't actually do anything to the field. But if we owned that field, that would be a problem. We could be cultivating something that's already growing, and then we've wasted money. So we'd have to be really careful. And you don't want to drive on because I have crop destruction on, so you wouldn't want to drive over it because then you're going to ruin what's growing there. So yeah, this is a kind of a tricky map to play on. I like it. 99. 100. Contract finished. Raise her up. Fold it. Where is our next? Okay, so our next field is like way up there. Wow, this thing got up to 45 miles an hour. We are booking it. That is so cool. Oh, actually, I want to go over here. Is this the right field? Yeah. Right, unfold. $99. Contract done. Collect. 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 And that put us at 8,000. Nice. It's still raining, so I guess we'll do another contract. Okay, I'm sorry, I was handling a text message. So we're doing one more contract because it was still raining, which of course now the rain has stopped that we're doing this contract, but that's okay. Oh, apparently that's the end of the map because there's a red X. It's a no go. Do not enter. Right, drop that pallet. Pick this one up. I think this is the last pallet. Last pallet. Last bale. My brain. My brain hates me, I swear. Dropped it. Okay, we're at 99%. So what are we missing? Oh, there goes. Contract finished. Perfect. Okay. All right. Collect. Awesome sauce. Now let's go to our field. Enter vehicle. All right. We want to detach the trailer. And then we want to pick up the header. Why is it not? It's not letting me grab the header. Why? 4K. There it goes. Perfect. Okay, we're going to back it on up. I'm just going to start in a random place. This is not a huge field whatsoever. And that is our harvest. It's not huge, but it's our harvest. So let's drive over to our truck over here and see if we can dump our product in there. I was going to say dump our load, but that sounds dirty. Here we go. Will it hold the whole... Will it hold the whole thing? I don't know. Oh, it did. Perfect. So that means we can return the harvesters. We don't need it anymore. Perfect. And then we can get in our little lizard here. Now, I think it's the grain mill that's offering the most. Yep, it's the grain mill. So we'll go ahead and tag that. And we're not making nearly as much as we could be, but you know, it is what it is. We don't have a way to store the grain yet. I appreciate anyone who watched. If you liked, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.